Now, President Trump and his administration are continuing that wild power grab, and we're going to talk about this in this video. Once again, welcome to the Matt Knight Show. I'm going to go straight into the truth social tweets. It's hard to get that out because there's so many lies on that platform. Let's go to the first one. So we broke the news yesterday, and it came out that Trump wrote a letter pretty much saying, hey, I'm coming after Greenland because you all did not give me the Nobel Peace Prize. So what did Trump do in retaliation of that? He released text messages. So here's one from Macron from France. My friend, we are totally in line on Syria. We can do great things on Iran. I do not understand what you are doing on Greenland. Let us try to build great things, right? I didn't put the whole message. So he's releasing it. He's escalating it. He also released another tweet. This is from Mark Rutte from the Secretary General of NATO, right? Mr. President, dear Donald, what you accomplished in Syria today is incredible. I will use my media engagements in Davos to highlight your work there in Gaza and in Ukraine. All right, so they're pretty much trying to gas him up, to kind of feed his ego so he can do the right thing. He's exposing them. And what he's doing by doing this is that he is escalating the situation. Now, he escalated by sending that letter pretty much saying, I'm coming after Greenland because you all did not give me the Nobel Peace Prize, which probably look for them is like, what the heck is this guy talking about? And now he just escalates it by putting out these things on Truth Social. He follows that up with this, the American flag, on Greenland. Now, I'm going to break this down really, really fast. The conversation with Greenland and taking Greenland makes absolutely no sense. Let me give you an example. Say if your dad has a classic car. He says, hey, son, you can have the spare keys. You can drive the car whenever you want to. Just let me know. Just let me know. You can drive the car whenever you want to, right? But you say, hey, Dad, I want to take the car. I want to take it for myself. Why does it matter if you have full access to this car? And that's our relationship with Greenland. We have a lot of access to Greenland. We don't have to take it. But why is Trump and the Trump administration doing this? It's a straight power grab. That's the only reason. That is the only reason. Now, I want to highlight something else, too, that happened a few days ago. So Trump was asked once again about the Nobel Peace Prize because, like I talked about just a few minutes ago, it is the basis for a lot of this conversation with Greenland. Now, there are people within the Trump administration, and I'm pretty sure Putin would love to see NATO gutted. But I don't think Trump is thinking about all that. I think he's just frustrated because he did not get his Nobel Peace Prize. So let's kind of go into that video. Run a clip.
Yesterday, you accepted Maria Machado's Nobel Prize medal. What do you intend to do with it, and why would you want someone else's Nobel Prize?
Well, she offered it to me. I thought it was very nice. She said, you've ended 8 wars, and nobody deserves this prize more than in history than you do. And I thought it was a very nice gesture. And by the way, I think she's a very fine woman, and we'll be talking again.
Yeah, shout out to Josh once again, our executive producer. Thanks for running that clip. Now, this is the crazy part. Trump is on a crazy power scheme, revenge tour, whatever you want to call it, right? He's coming after everybody. He has ICE agents in Minnesota, right? Which is crazy. And what you see, what you see is he's attacking the world leaders, right? For any reason, big or small. Now, it doesn't stop there. Trump said, not only am I going to come after Greenland because I didn't win the Nobel Peace Prize, not only would I take another recipient's Nobel Peace Prize for myself, I'm going to create my own board of peace, right? He's turning this into a whole episode of what? Jerry Springer. Let's talk about it. What is the Board of Peace? U.S. President Donald Trump has invited India to join the proposed Board of Peace to oversee governance and reconstruction in post-war Gaza. Trump is expected to chair the main board himself. So a lot of this has to do with reconstructing Gaza. But there's a caveat to joining this board. You have to pay $1 billion. Not to America, not to the American people, but to Trump himself. That's the kicker. You have to pay $1 billion to be a lifetime member. That's what they're telling you. And you got to pay it directly to Trump. This is the craziest part. You know who else got invited to that Board of Peace? Russia, Russia, right? Russia got invited to be on that board of peace. Can you believe that? Boom, shakalaka. Wow, it's crazy. So Putin invited to join Trump's board of peace for Gaza. Isn't that wild, right? Meanwhile, here back in America, the millions and millions of Americans, especially those who voted for him, were told that, hey, we're America first. We're not worried about these other countries. Nah, Trump didn't care about that. He's creating his board of peace. And you want to say he's doing all this stuff, man, all this, going after all these power grabs. Isn't Congress doing something? Especially the Republican Congress, which has a majority. What are they doing? Let's run a clip. Let's see how Mike Johnson feels about Greenland. Run a clip.
Mr. Speaker, only the president and the vice president are more powerful than you in the United States. And I know while you're here, you want to talk about our shared goals as countries and the West's moral goals. But right now, our countries are divided on some crucial issues. Your president has made it clear that the US must get hold of.
Now, obviously, I didn't really go into Mike Johnson talking, but I want to run that first part one more time. So let's run the clip one more time, especially at the beginning.
Mr. Speaker, only the president and the vice president are more powerful than you in the United States. And I know while you're here, you want to talk about our shared goals as countries and the West's moral goals.
And that's the thing I wanted to point out. Let's go back to it, right? Look at the smile and the smirk on his face. As this lady says, only the president and the vice president are more powerful than you in the United States, right? He gets a kick out of that. I think he likes that. He likes to feel that he's in power. It makes him feel good, right? It makes him feel good. These modern Republicans, especially the ones who are backing Trump, man, they turned into Smeagol from Lord of the Rings. They turned into Smeagol. Boom, shakalaka. Smeagol, right? You know, looking for the ring. So that's what we have right now. We have a whole bunch of Smeagols in office trying to get to the power while simultaneously gutting everything from everybody else. It's crazy, man. So hopefully you like this video. Hopefully you learned something today. And make sure you do those 3 things that we always ask. Make sure you share, like, and most importantly, subscribe. Take care, everybody.